Hey guys, what's up? Alex here. Today we are here to have a look at the Hungarian Grand Prix gameplay that Codemasters released yesterday. I know it's a bit like a replay camera, we don't get to see the HUD and all that sort of stuff, but it's still pretty interesting because you'll see it in the background now. It's around Hungary, it's in the wet conditions as Lewis Hamilton, obviously the best car on the grid, so we expect it to be obviously gripping much better than some of the other cars, and it is very noticeable as you see the car go around the track. How much, it's really unstable, how much it's sliding about, how much it's just sort of the little hand movements. And I want to ask the question to you guys because I'm sure that you guys are going to have your opinion on this, but for me at least, it looks like F1 2016 is going to be the hardest game out of all of the Codemasters games. Obviously in the past, they've been very they've not been very arcadey, but they've been more arcadey than, games like Assetto Corsa, Project Cars, those sort of games. Obviously those were pretty, they're pretty close to being simulation games, and pretty much were simulation games, but F1 was always a little bit easier, obviously to try and broaden its audience a little bit, but F1 2016 here does look a little bit more challenging. Actually, it looks a lot more challenging, especially in these wet conditions. We don't know who was driving. Obviously, it could just be it could be just like a programmed lap. Obviously, it could be like no one actually racing this, just the AI driving around by itself, or it could be someone driving, but it sort of looks like the computer did it. So even so, it still looks like the driver in quotations obviously is having to make a lot of hand movements around the track, which is pretty exciting. I'm not gonna lie, 'cause I think it makes it, even if the AI is struggling to keep it in a straight line in rainy conditions, that makes it a lot more interesting, because obviously in the past AI have been really boring and not that much fun to actually race. But if they're making mistakes, they're getting sideways, they're all over the place, I think that would be really good for the game and the future enjoyment of it. Now, something else F1 2016 related that I want to do as a video at some point is probably going to do some sort of video talking about what team I should be in F1 2016 for my career mode. In the past, I've always asked you guys, because obviously I like to have the feedback, the input from you guys as an idea about who I should use for a series. Obviously, if it was for me, I'm not really too sure who I'd be particularly choosing. I mean, for me, there's a couple of choices. I'd straight away be thinking Haas, obviously, as it's a brand new team and it's one that's not near the front of the grid, so there's that career progression. Same with Renault. It would be cool to stay at Renault for a lot of seasons and make it from obviously one of the worst cars on the grid to one of the best cars. That would be a really cool challenge. Whether I'm going to be doing that or not, I'm not too sure. I'm really interested to see what the vote will be when I upload that video. It will probably be in a couple of days' time. I'm trying to mix it up on the channel. Obviously, you got some gameplay, Project Cars, Assetto Corsa and all that. Obviously, I've been quite busy. You guys saw in the start of yesterday's video. I've been really busy this week, and it's been tough to record. I haven't recorded any gameplay for quite a long time now, so obviously any gameplay you guys would like features would be really cool. I know it might sound a bit lazy, but it's just been such hard work the last couple of days. Hopefully you guys understand. And yeah, so that video, the vote video, should be up soon, the next couple of days. Obviously MotoGP on the channel as well. That's always really well supported, so thank you once again. But overall, guys, what do you think of that Hungarian Grand Prix gameplay, or just Hungarian hot lap gameplay? Are you liking the look of it, or do you think it's not even as good as F1 2015 or before? Thanks for watching. It's been Alex, I'm out here. Bye.